discipline and the Bible. Here you'll receive both. Put your trust in the Lord. The rest belongs to me.
I know very well what you're talking about. You're talking about something you can't get your fingers on.
Cruel to be kind in the right measure. Gotta be cruel to be kind. So this is really crazy, but I discovered an interesting, very interesting tool that I think I will be able to use yesterday. I don't even know what we're gonna use it for, but basically what you do is you can give this thing an article and it will generate a 2-person podcast discussing the article. That sounds cool and everything, but the really crazy thing is basically you can write the article. Just to give you where my head is at, I messed with this thing yesterday, and anything you give it, it's basically creating 2 voices that sound completely real, and they have to treat the article as if it's like a serious thing, no matter what it is. You could write a thing about why wool socks will give you cancer, and they'll be there like, you know, the science behind the wool sock industry is really a tortured situation. Deregulation in the wool sock industry really has caused a lot of CEOs to cut corners in ways that are frankly quite harmful to the public good. So I don't know what I'm going to use this for. I'm actually thinking about using it for the crypto channel that I'm starting, because basically backtesting is really boring. But if I create a podcast where 2 people are talking to each other about absurd things, it's going to make it much, much more entertaining. I might make one of these videos for this channel just to see if you guys enjoy it, but we're discovering new things all the time, baby. Morning roundup time. Dorothy can. One of the first spaghettis I've had in a long time. The thing that's really crazy about it, look how good those brims are. Look at how glassy that is. Like, there's no reason why this should have spaghettied out. Guess we just didn't hairspray good enough or something. Of course, we got a classic Gandalf. Yesterday we had like 3 clogs happen at once, and it kind of happened pretty late. So we're gonna be like fixing 3 machines. Make these little fix things, because it's annoying to have paper on there. And it means that I'm not gonna ignore it. In much, much better news, D20 came out gloriously. Man, every time I get to sell one of these, it just makes me so happy. Like, look at that beautiful thing. It's not even, this is gonna be metallic gold. It already looks gorgeous. Also, it's a real nice day out there. Man, let's go for a walk in the park after this. Yep, we got 2 more D20s. There's the other one. They're all turning out real good. Today, we're gonna get the Mecha Rex sent off to its new forever home. You hate to see it go, but you love to watch it leave. Also, we're gonna get this guy all the pictures uploaded and stuff so we can give him away. All right, we got things rolling. Time to go to Klein's. Let's go. Kind of random thought. I was just thinking about the whole schizophrenia thing. Maybe something that happens with schizophrenics. If you're hearing voices in your head, it seems logical that the distinction between other people and you would be very blurry. Like, maybe one of the reasons schizophrenics often have trouble with empathy is other people don't even seem like a distinct idea from you. If you're literally hearing other voices in your head, maybe you have a less profound sense of who you are, and like different people don't seem as different from you. Not to go on and on about this, but think about what it's like for a neurotypical person. When I hear another voice, I'm just like, okay, that's another person. It's simple. It's like, if it's my voice, it's me. If If it's another voice, it's somebody else, and I should empathize with the other person in a lot of circumstances, most circumstances. But like, if there are different voices in your head, what does it even mean to be yourself? I don't know. I need to get these packages in there is what it means. Man, it's insanely nice today. I've kind of said this before, but empathy is actually not a pure good. And I think it's a very under-recognized thing in society. Obviously, in our mostly just normal lives, in the course of our lives, empathy is a very good thing. Obviously, you want to empathize with your family, your friends, anybody who's like a good person, respectable person, normal person, let's say. We all kind of get that at this point. But like, empathy is a huge problem. It's a huge vulnerability for predatory people. For anybody that's trying to take advantage of you. I mean, that's what Ted Bundy did, right? Like, a lot of times he'd be wearing a cast and like people would try to help him or something, or he would ask for help. And a lot of those people died. Obviously, many of us can think of things in our life that were very similar, where we were trying to help somebody and it was all kind of a big act. So it's a little bit of a pet peeve for me, the whole, basically where everybody is just conflating morality with kindness or empathy. Like, it's a lot more complex than that, bro. It is a glorious, glorious day out today. So I think we're gonna walk through that park. When we get back, we got basically 3 things to do, sort of 4. We're gonna get the pictures and stuff uploaded for the Chihuahua pilot. I really want to start doing the crypto videos and get that set up. We probably have a ton of stuff to paint, I'm basically sure. So we're gonna do that. And we have a couple more things to package that are already painted. I guess we could add to that. I'm probably gonna paint at least one of the new products so we can get that in the pipeline. But yeah, this is like one of the nicest days in a long time. Oh, hey, there's the shop back there. I've said it before, of course, but that whole touch grass thing, it's so true. One big influence on me was a guy named Trevor Blake, who I'm pretty sure only ever wrote one book called 3 Simple Steps. I definitely don't endorse everything he believes. I think he's a little out to lunch on some things, but he wrote a lot about how to come up with great ideas, great product ideas, or ideas in general. And one thing that he really believed in was taking time to just be in nature for a while. I mean, a cultivated park like this isn't exactly nature, but it's more nature than the inside of my shop. Yeah, I'm like always forgetting that this is here. I mean, there's actually other pathways too. Maybe we'll try and do this more. Especially now that it's slowed down after Christmas. It's like, it's time to enjoy. We went through the purgatory of Christmas season. Now it's time to breathe the fresh, free air. It's definitely a cliche at this point, but life kind of is about finding some kind of balance. Even if it's not a perfect balance, even if it's not a 50-50 kind of balance. A lot of people do have the problem that they don't work hard enough. And that is a very true thing. I've given that advice to a lot of people. It's really worth considering whether you do or not, but life can't all be work. Like, I'm probably only gonna end up spending about 15 minutes to a half hour here, but just that is so refreshing and good. And like, I can tell that I probably need to do this more often. Nice little bench here. Sometimes it does feel like we're kind of just talking about the same themes over and over again, but really, like, what's the point of just working and accomplishing things, even if it's cool stuff that you like doing? Like, what's the point of that if you just literally never just take some time to reflect and just enjoy it, appreciate what you've done. Like, I've finally in my life been fortunate enough to do something for a living that I actually like. And it's kind of good to be thinking about this. The first thing I ever wanted to be in life, profession-wise, was a comic book artist. And I was pretty good as a kid. I've been doing representational drawing since I was about 2 years old. And, you know, it's not like most people reasonably think they're ever going to be an artist for a living. But yeah, if you could go in a time machine way back to high school, I took 2 art classes a day because apparently that was possible. I did a lot of painting projects that involved taping things off and did some mixed media things. This is stuff I don't really think about very much anymore. But I'm kind of doing what I did in high school for a living. Yeah, I guess this has never occurred to me before, but a lot of those projects, it's like the only difference is I'm painting things that are 3D printed, you know, instead of like I painted an amp one time, a stack amp I had. It was a big old PV stack amp. I've actually got it at the shop. But yeah, it's strange to realize that I'm kind of living the dream. I guess I'm realizing that's sort of what I want for you guys. You know, not everybody has to do the thing they love for a living, and sometimes that can kind of ruin the thing you love. But I definitely want everybody to be fulfilled, and that is something you can do. Just taking some time to appreciate what you've got goes a long way, man. Well, I can't spend forever here. Comment below if you're able to get out in nature. Do you have nature where you are? If you comment below about the nature that's around you, you might be slightly more likely to actually go there once in a while. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hang out a couple more minutes and then we're gonna head back. I think my gratitude meter is refilled. Let's get back to it. A bit of a diversion, but it was worth it. Kind of been putting this off forever, but we're going to be using this computer back here for the crypto content. I'm trying to use the phone as a webcam because its camera obviously is a lot better than my old webcam, and so we're going to try and figure that out. Well, I've been working at this for about an hour, and I think it's probably not going to work. I'll show you what it's doing. So we've got the charts here, and it's just super laggy and horrible. And now I'm going to play the podcast thing that I was talking about. I have to turn off this audio, so.
This is all elegance and sophistication like he struts around with an invisible All right, everyone. Buckle up, because today's deep dive is taking us straight to the heart of Pennsylvania, a place where the muffins are always warm and the adventures are oh so adorable.
Pennsylvania? Sounds intriguing.
It is. We're diving into the adventures of Noodles and Tater Tot, a children's story that's chock full of cuteness. But don't let that fool ya. We might just uncover some seriously deep symbolism along the way. Think Jungian archetypes, hidden meanings, the whole shebang.
Ooh, I'm always up for a bit of symbolism, especially if it involves adorable pups.
No, get ready for a double dose, because this story stars not one, but 2 of the most lovable pups you can imagine. Noodles, the dapper dachshund, and Tater Tot, the itty-bitty chihuahua.
That was probably a gigantic waste of time. I haven't 100% given up on the idea, but we'll probably do something with the podcast generation thing, but the problem is the charting program for the trading stuff takes up so much memory that you almost can't run anything else at the same time, including a screen recorder. So that's not looking good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very frustrated right now, but I just received something that is helping out considerably. Nathan from Obsidian River has sent me a real gift. These are 4, count them, 4 custom-made coasters. Chihuahua and gratitude themed. What are you grateful for? Perhaps my favorite, gratitude with attitude. These are extremely nice. I don't know if they're made of obsidian. I don't know what they're made of. It feels like some kind of heavy, nice stone, but they look, you know, pretty amazing. You guys can get your own set at obsidianriver.com/GG coasters. I'm sure you can just find them on the site. And there is a discount code if you want your own set that takes basically 15 bucks off. It's GG is 3D1. That's GGIS 3D1. If you want your own set of coasters. He also sent me some little tokens of gratitude. So this is fun. Obsidian River, that guy is very active in the Discord, and this is a fantastic gift. So if you need some coasters, man, it's a great set. Other thing that came in the mail, more cupcakes, haha. Seriously, those coasters are fantastic. But we're about to take pictures of this guy, the Chihuahua pilot. We have a few things to package that are ready to go. I forgot somebody's guitar snake tail, so we are sending that. A little blue sharky. Making tacos. Pretty excited about these tacos. Got these salsa that's sort of a guacamole habanero thing. Obviously purple onions. Super good, I bet. Time to package more stuff. Those tacos were so good. That's a very good sauce. Also, Apparanzador. Ukulele hangers. Italian hand. Time to filter more recycled material. 3 Sharpies. The fighter pilot. Haha. You know what? I think we're gonna make the wiener dog. I'm gonna do the wiener dog next. People need wiener dogs. Hey, David, yet again. Okay, I was thinking about what might have been the problem, and I realized this TV, which I got recently to be the monitor, is very high resolution. And it could be that the screen recorder just couldn't record it adequately. So I lowered the resolution and I took the video in the corner away, and it's actually recording fairly well. So what I think we're going to do for the crypto videos is record this portion and simultaneously record this video and then put this video over this video. So I think M3 crypto is still happening. When I have a problem in my head, it's hard for me not to obsess and just think until I can like figure out what's wrong with it, which can be a very bad thing, but in this case was actually a good thing because I think I got it figured out. We're about to paint, but take a look. This is how much stuff has filtered out of the canister, and it's only been an hour or two, so we should have a good supply for tomorrow. All right, let's do a little paint. Sharks. These guys are going white, and actually the Gandalf's going to be white and black fade. We're going to do the dachshund, just a nice brown, then we're going to paint the eyes, and of course we got to do the big dolphin. Oh man. All right, let me show you what I did. Well, we got a candy pipe here. Yep. Sharkies. These are white here. We've already got the tentacles done for this guy. Here's our dachshund. Kind of a classic brownish color. I wish I had a reddish brown, but brown's good enough. And of course we have Dauphin. Well, we're about done for the day. We've got our goal board here. Really, we're supposed to do this Monday, but we're just getting back into the swing of it. We got 2 products launched last week, and we've got a product launched today, which is Tuesday. So we get to have 2 tick marks over here. The road to 150. Well, we're about to shut down the shop, but you know what time it is. We are giving away the Chihuahua Pilot to 1 lucky person. Message me on Etsy. The link is in the description. Message me and just tell me that you want to be part of the Chihuahua Air Force. I've said this before, but I almost feel like a little tinge of sorrow that I'm getting rid of this guy. Look at his medals. Look at his badge. I'm so happy with this. And response has been very good. I'll say that much on social media. So I think I'm actually gonna make more dogs that are like Army themed, Navy, Air Force themed maybe. It'd be fun to do some like little breeds of dogs, but they're like Star Fox or something, and they're like a space fighter, a starship fighter, something like that, or a starship captain maybe. But yeah, he is exquisitely detailed. We've got all the gold. We've got the 3 black points on the face, which are very dog identifiable. This is gonna go to 1 lucky person. We've been giving away prototypes almost every other day. Trying to do 150 this year, as you saw on the board back there. This is number 3 in that list. So yeah, message me on Etsy, links in the description. We're making dreams come true, baby. All right, it's time to shut down the shop. Man, today was epic. Ooh, wow. Oh man, today kicked my ass. Yeah, I spent a long time trying to get that crypto episode recording setup working. You see, I was really on the fence about doing it for a long time because the process of testing a trading strategy, you guys will see what that means later. The process of actually testing it is so boring. That's why nobody does day trading for a living. It's not because it is hard. It's more that it's boring though. Like, being a good day trader makes accounting seem titillating. But yeah, when I put together that I could make these fake or imitation, let's say, podcasts, and then stream that over the trading process, there's just something weird and funny about that. And I think they'll be really entertaining. They'll be entertaining for people that don't know about trading. It'll be entertaining for people that do know about trading. And, well, actually, those are the 2 categories. I'm gonna at least try it for like a couple weeks or something. If absolutely nobody finds it interesting, it's fine. I won't be hurt. But it just feels like a chance that's worth taking. But yeah, so I guess my point is I'm grateful that I finally figured that out. I'm not trying to over psychologize this stuff, but sometimes I've really thought that I've only had the successes I've had because I was willing to endure a lot of frustration. So the woman that taught me flute, who's a great person, we still talk sometimes, she lived in San Francisco in the late 60s and knew everybody. Like, she knew all the bands and played with a lot of these people. She was in there for like studio recordings of famous people. Like, one of her best friends was the guy from the Turtles that wrote Happy Together. Anyway, one of the things she told me is the difference between people that succeed and people that don't succeed, in music in this case, are the people that are willing to be frustrated for a long time and the people that aren't. Now you guys are along for the journey. It could well be that my crypto channel doesn't do anything. You know, I'm not in a very unique position in a lot of ways. Maybe I am, I don't know. But I'm willing to be frustrated for a while to at least give it a shot. So I'm very grateful for that piece of advice. It has served me very well. There haven't been a ton of things that I've been really successful in, but the few things I did, like when I first started this 3D printing business, it was the most frustrating experience of my life. I came pretty close to just giving up for a while there, let's just say. So that's the piece of advice I would give all of you, and that I can say with experience is really, really worthwhile. Be willing to be frustrated for a long time. The way I actually say it is, everything you want is on the other side of frustration. But enough ranting. I just felt like I would say it while it was on my mind. Let's read some comments and questions. Pucala Boy on Discord, who's a great dude, big contributor to the Discord. Big shout out to that guy. Says, when you're making your models like the Mech Dino, Chihuahua Pilot, new pups you're commissioned to do, are you starting from scratch with your designs, or you start with a template and then play with the designs? So this is a good question. At this point, I am starting from scratch, but what I'm not going to tell you guys what to do because there's so many ways to do this, but starting with something and then like molding it, sculpting it, or just adding things to it, taking existing things and then remixing them basically is a good place to start, especially if you don't really know a whole lot about sculpting or just making models in general, whatever you want to, however you want to process, whatever process you want to call that. So at this point, I'm making everything from scratch, but you know, it's kind of hard to just jump right into that. I'll say that. Maybe like taking something and nudging things and maybe adding things. It's kind of a nice intermediate step. But you guys just, you know, a lot of you are sculptors. A lot of you have your own process already. So it's one of those things that's like, that's the path I took, but it may not be right for everybody. I don't know. Good question from Piccola Boy. We've got one here with Sprin. Sprin says, doing different breeds of dog is a great idea. Dog people tend to have favorite breeds. Very true. Extremely true, actually. They might have a soft spot for all dogs, but will buy things with their breed on it. As for my example, my wife is a mini weenie person. Mini dachshund person is the polite term there. And owns at least 100 weenie knickknacks, ranging from keychains to stickers, sculptures, and art. Every birthday on Christmas, her collection grows a little. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make people's collections grow a little. Somebody shared a very, very cool shark shirt they found at a thrift store. That shouldn't have popped up. Ugh. Check that out. This is my crew here. We be thrifting, y'all. There were quite a few other comments about dogs, but we've got to the gist of the thing. Join Discord if you want in on the fun. It's like the treehouse. It's the clubhouse. It's very exclusive, except all you have to do is just message me on Facebook. Some YouTube comments. Been watching twice a day. Grateful! ! Love your keen intellect to express your feelings. Why, thank you, Hackseer. If you guys don't know already, Hackseer, who will probably be in this comment section, he gets it. He is a grateful mother effer. Thy Mystic, digging the finished pilot boy. Telling you, people are loving it. I might sell 1 million of those things, man. Steve Laird asks, woohoo, a wiener. Is the dachshund on your Etsy? It is not yet. As you guys saw in this episode, I just painted it. Probably be a few days. I've got a couple other products to list and do all the stuff for before that, but probably in a week or something like that. We got some great little doggies coming down the pike. We'll do one more here. Barry Horton. Man, I cannot read. Is there some way to make the text bigger? I'm an old person. The T-Rex looks awesome. May need to try one for my nephew. there's a lot of nephews in the world that like them. Just got into 3D printing and got my first machine. Welcome to a much larger world. Loving the channel and look forward to more content. Well, you're gonna get it. We are not stopping. I think early on in this series I said I would do this every single day, and I have. I've not missed a day in 150, the numbers on this, just read the, I can't remember what it is. But yeah, this train has no brakes. That's all really good feedback. I like reading you guys' comments. Also, clearly one of the things I am grateful for today is this set of really amazing coasters. And it is instructing us what we're about to do. What are you grateful for? Tell me in the comments. Tell me what little moments of joy that you're having today. Also, very grateful for that nature walk I had earlier. So you can tell me, have you been in nature? Have you enjoyed life's precious little nuggets? It's time to tell us in the comments. We will read it. I will probably give you a heart. Upvote. And if you really want to go the extra mile and make everybody feel all included and stuff, upvote a couple other people's comments. It's the least you can do. Start your day with a good deed. Also, check out Obsidian River. This is really quality stuff. I wish you could feel this. It's clearly like, that's a nice coaster right there. This is gonna be a great set to have. Always grateful for the Gratitude Gang. You guys are the best. We will see you on the next episode. Peace.